This is the Accounting Accidentally website, a discussion of agency law. This is Ken Boyd from the Accounting Accidentally website, where you can get over 400 blog posts and over 350 links to my YouTube videos on accounting. So agent and principal law is a common thing on the CPA exam. So what I'd like you to think about is a principal who owns an appliance store and Bob, who's a salesman in the appliance store. So the owner is the principal and Bob, the salesman's an agent. So what I'm going to do is go through some simulation questions I wrote through for a client just to give you an idea of how this works. So what we're doing here is we're going to read a section, we're going to look at what's underlined and decide if it's okay written the way it is or if it needs to be changed. This is a typical structure with CPA exam simulation questions. Number one, a principal is liable for all torts of their agents if the agent was acting within the scope of their agency. A misrepresentation is a tort and employees are agents. Thus, a principal is usually liable for the misrepresentations of employees. And that is true. So if the owner of the appliance store hires Bob the agent, and Bob the agent, the salesperson, misrepresents something about an appliance as he sells something to a client, the owner of the store, the principal, is liable for Bob's torts as agent. Number two, well, what about independent contractors? Now, bear in mind that independent contractors, by definition, do not have as close a relationship with the customer or the client. They are not employees. The person who hires them has less control. So let's read the sentence. An independent contractor is an agent because they are not subject to the same degree of control. That actually is incorrect. It should say in B, the independent contractor is not an agent because they are not subject to the same degree of control. You can look in, for example, at the IRS definition of what is an independent contractor for purposes of payroll, and it's sort of a similar answer. 3 and 4 I put together because they're in the same paragraph. An agent requires an agreement, a meeting of the minds, which is a lot like a contract, the contract rules you learn in business law. The agent gives the principal consent to act. Actually, it's the reverse. The principal, the owner of the store, gives the agent, Bob the salesperson, consent to act. In the second sentence, agency does not require consideration. And that's actually true. Consideration, again, is something you see in business law. Agency does not require consideration. Number 5, an agent is anyone authorized to act on behalf of another, and minors can be agents. So if you're a 14-year-old paper boy delivering papers for your local newspaper company, you are acting as an agent, even though you're a minor. An agent relationship is terminated by operation of law if the subject matter that directly relates to the agent's authority, and what I've underlined, is held by a third party. That's incorrect. It should say is destroyed. So let's read the answer to B. An agent relationship is terminated by operation of law if a subject matter that directly relates to the agent's authority is destroyed. So if the appliance shop is destroyed and there's nothing to sell, the owner of the shop and the salesperson no longer have a relationship by operation of law. Number 6, if an agent is terminated, a principal must give actual notice to old customers. Hey, we wanted to let you know that Bob's left, and publish notice to new customers. Failure of the principal to give proper notice gives the agent, and then the question is it actual authority or apparent authority to make contracts with customers and subject the principal to liability? The answer is apparent authority, because if you've gone to the appliance store, you've met Bob the salesperson, he's actually let go and terminated, and Bob calls you up and says, hey, we're having a great sale on washers and dryers. Apparently, Bob, in your mind as the customer, is still an agent. So always think about, how does the client, the third party, view the agent-principal relationship? Number 7, the last one, assume that a principal failed to give published notice on an agent's termination, but did give notice to old customers. Then the question, the agent has apparent authority to make contracts with new customers who were aware that the agent was working for the principal. So the correct answer is apparent authority. Again, it's what is the client's view based on what they've done in the past and disclosures that they've gotten. So make that distinction between apparent authority and actual authority. And remember that you can go to Conference Room to join my accounting community where you'll see a continuous stream of blog posts, videos, live chat. You can go to Conference Room at the address above. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.